Kuwaiti right here. How's the view over here?
Before they splash, do
No,
they?
they don't. That's all the garbage you have to fence deploy and everything else.
Bunch of the cover.
And he's in.
Oh, that was a fake first one. Oh, shit, right on top of the line.
Very well. Lay your head.
Yeah, they're kind of got the sun out of the way now.
Makes for better pictures. You take it up really short.
They're juniors on the block.
Got a landing pad on it. Water's pretty clear. The oil's coming out of the terminal on the other side. I mean over here at the tanker. Note that the office building door is open. This is on. This is between platform number 2 and number 3. Okay, that's good. We can move on. To the south side of the terminal, no oil coming out. We'll move over to the north on the air. There's the flow coming out from Terminal 3. Initially heads to the north. 120 to 130. Head straight over to the tanker. Is that it?
There's something in the water over there, but
I got it. What is that? Well, that was a good idea. Yeah, I'll take this picture from my Uncle Jim. He's big on pelicans. He had this one pelican that was living up at his house in Santa Barbara. So I gotta get these pictures for him. On the air yet? On the air. Okay, this is Mina Albacar from 1,500 or 2,000 feet. You can see the flow coming out at approximately heading of 120 over to the terminal, from the terminal over to the tanker. That time it starts to disperse into a large band, as you can see it off in the horizon, that goes out for approximately 7 to 8 miles in a heading of 150. Doesn't look to be any leaking from the oil tanker. It consists mainly of a light sheen and light crude patches for about 7 to 8 miles out there. That's about the best view you're going to get. Nice and easy one today. You can see a little residual oil down by the tanker around the forward section, but it doesn't seem to be leaking. I think it's just caught up in the little whirlpools that are around it. I think you're right. I don't think anything's leaking into the tanker at all. This is the only day that we've been able to climb up to 2,000 feet and look at this stuff, because we've always had a bad ceiling and bad visibility. Yeah, the tape will do a lot of talking for us this time. You gotta note that there's little patches of sheen out to approximately 800 yards. You can kind of see them, they're kind of milky colored from up here. Right now, aircraft heading is 170, which is parallel to the flow. Roger. Off the air. I don't know what kind of ship it is. There's another wreck off the coast of Kuwait. And it looks like just the bow, or I mean just the stern sticking up out of the water, not much at all. It's at position 180 for approximately 28 miles. That's where they can plot it. Okay, we're gonna go off the air now. Okay, this is a portion of the large oil slit, the oil slit. This is Whiskey 2 Kilo. Yeah, we have coming from Kuwait Island. Attempting to come approximately 120 to 150. Descend for approximately 10 miles up to 5 miles from Kuwait Island to where we have to break off. This is what we describe as pools and streaks of heavy cruise. Roger. I can't remember whiskey 2 kilometers.
So when they talk about pools and streaks, Commander Ketchum, this is what they're talking about.
Request your call. That's a pool, right down there, that's a pool, see? That's a streak, and that's a pool.
This is Whiskey 2 Kilo, correction, request you ask Zulu 8 Whiskey to come up on force co-ord.
Whiskey 2 Kilo, back off here. Group off the coast of Kuwait, and I don't know if it's going to come out on the camera or not, but we'll check it out anyways, just in case. We're on our way into the Sea Isle terminal this morning to do our oil bid.
My mistake. Great, Huey, get a picture of that. Flight 53, this is Tailpipe Charlie. Come up on uniform 238.85 for control.
That white smoke looks cool.
The what looks cool?
It's Kuwait out there, but it's so smoky you can't see it.
Where'd you go?
He's passing along our side.
He's coming up on form on us. You want to get some video, kid? Hey, it looks like Lieutenant Reed.
F542 on my land launch, cleared across the bow.
I've never seen anything like this. What, a lynx? No, this many ships. Yeah, I didn't like, I just kept climbing, so. Did you get some good video, Kent?
Oh yeah.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 19 ships. So if there's a little Zodiacs all over.
That's Kuwaiti Navy right there.
Okay, the 53 is going into Port Delta. I'm going to come this way. Is that alright? You went into a Port Delta. Well, that's what...
LaSalle, there's all the amphibious group here.
We're going to have a tailwind, you know. this heading. 330 is the heading of the terminal. The leak seems to be coming from what used to be the 4th terminal. Coming from a big L-shaped pipe that's bent over.
Talk about the flow a little bit.
Greg, you can't just turn the film mat right now. I know it, I'm trying to get where I can put it in.
Yeah, I got a close-up on the hole. You can just slowly track across this will be real good. It'll probably be all we need. The hole's pretty much pinpointed right now. Guess that's the only one. There's not one underwater.
Could possibly be another underwater, but I don't know. So.
There's a flow out of it. Which direction are we heading?
Okay, we're at 270.
Right.
Good. What do you say? We're a half mile at 270. Still got the blotchy crude with the sheen. Covered approximately 80 to 90% of the area. Right here is where it picks up the current. Okay. At let's see. That's 1 mile. It picks up the current. You can see where it turns. I'm going to give you a shot all the way down it if you can get it with this. I don't know about the sun, how the sun's going to work.
Sun's not much of a problem right at the moment.
I think you can see it starts to meander. 150 heading, I think. Yeah, 150. civilian tanks there.
This is a damn big city.
Huge! Wonder if there's any babes left.
Silk, I doubt there was any babes to start with.
Good enough for me.
I think we've got some good video here.
Hey, looks like it's an oil field showing down.
Sure.
See, we have to head south here to catch the boat, so.
Right. Yeah, this will be the last war footage we get here. We're on our way to Bahrain right now.
And then to Bali, and then to the Philippines.
Yeah. Then Pearl Harbor, which is where I really want to be.
Okay. Hey, that tanker says Iraqi tanker on the side. That's what I said. Yeah. Here's some more oil. We can actually justify this.
This is South Kuwait City.
Looks like the Iraqi tanker took a bomb in the side.
Yeah, it is.
There's a big oil slick. You know, it's getting dark. That's from the smoke.
Oh, yeah.
Right now it's 10 in the morning. Yep, it's pretty well crashed. And here's a little bit of the oil slick that you're going to come up. It's going to pass out your right door. Iraqi tanker with a hole in the side.
Yeah, he had a bad day.
Looks like a sea skewer. Hey, check out the pumping station. There's another tanker that looks like he's had a better days. Looks like he took a lot of 20 mic makes in the side. That's the one they were talking about getting underway. Remember Ketchup?
Yeah.
That thing wasn't going anywhere. Great Hawk. I think we'll be heading back towards the boat. Looks like we're getting
Okay, I think we've got about everything we need.
Look, that's GGG. That's going to come to the terminal here.
Sure. Here's another oil terminal just off of southern Kuwait City. I'm searching for damage right now. I really don't see any initially.
No, it looks like they left this one alone.
The oil mess down here by southern Kuwait City is really bad though.
Yep. Looks to be coming from below the surface still.
Yeah, it does.
And it looks to be coming from the same things that we identified yesterday. I'd say flow rate's moderate. Still leaking.
was the number 3 platform, Mina Al-Bakar.
Okay.
We're good, we're off the air.
Catcher, are we off the air? Yep.
We're off the air now. Coming back on the air for a quick shot of the tent to check for possible inhabitants.
This is on platform number 1, considered to be the helo landing spot.
Approaching it right now.
This one's hot.
Ready to cover my state, 5-2.
Copy July, sir.
Roger. Any other task for us? A nice slow pass around will be fine.
Okay, keep going forward. Craig, does that look like a TV antenna there up on the flight deck? Possibly.
Good, keep making your pass.
Looks to be a toe of a boot. A rubber boot.
If you want, I'll shoot this fucker up.
No, we can't do that.
Okay.
There's fish on a line right there, see them? There's what? There's fish on a line right there on that corner. That's what it looked like. Come back around.
On the air.
Those are fish. See all the fish? New fish spot right there? Not too funny here. Are they fresh?
Oh, yeah.
All right, Freddie. Let's get the fuck out of here. Not too funny. Be advised at this time, no...
On the air.
Roger, we're located at the most northern terminal. I'm sorry, I'm going to swing it back through the sun now. You got a round chambered in that gun?
No. We're back on now.
Tomorrow when we do this? I don't see any new oil leaks or anything from this platform. Looks dry to me. Looks like most of the residual and sheen oil has moved south.
Yeah, this one looks pretty dry.
Looks pretty clean.
The murkiness you see in the water is from the river delta. It's not the oil.
That's affirmative. No signs of life. The damage here on this oil platform seems to be quite old due to the rusting of all the superstructures. And the severe degraded maintenance of everything. Possibly, this is most likely damage done in some other engagement other than this war. Yeah, they've been really old. Look at the holes in the one. Those are really old. They're almost rusting out. Craig, we got quite a few birds coming up underneath us. I got you. But this one looks to be uninhabited for a while, as you can tell from all the bird droppings on the pipes.
Nice analogy.
Nice. Okay, under this oil platform, under the helo pad, 6 there's anyone in there? Negative. What we need is the weather. Surface winds. side.
We're on the air.
Roger. I'm gonna come back around.
We're on the air.
Okay. There, you can get it there, right? This is at 1 mile from the terminal. You getting it, Ted?
Yeah, I'm getting it.
Okay, you can see it goes quite far south at a direction of 240 to 270, snaking along. Yeah, I'm going to come back down a little bit. Okay, let's go up here and we'll mark the terminal and we'll drop back down about 500 feet. Roger. Oh, this is good here. So let's jump right on top of the slick so I can plot it, so I can figure out, so I can draw the map. Pointer 5, this is contact.
This is at 3¼ miles.
Roger. Okay, it's starting to break up into little streets now. Okay. Beginning to break up at 3¼ miles. We're heading 250 now. Roger. So pretty much stays the same, but it's about 3 miles. Breaks up into patches. %50 coverage. Yep. Coverage, heavy crude and light crude. You know, like, yeah, I'd say 30% heavy crude, 20% light crude, and probably 20%. This is contact with Rebel.
Yeah, on the air. On the air. This is Mina Al-Bakar at 5 miles to the southwest.
Okay, we got a.
Go ahead and describe it.
Okay, the oil runs from the terminal at 240, and at 5 miles, we have another finger
currently have pitch 1,
that
hold
looks like
2,
feeding into this one.
5 degrees to starboard at 16 knots. You have a green
Big
deck.
splotches of sheen and light crude oil with big splotches of crude oil.
52, roger.
Okay, right there it takes a left. Starts at about 150, correct? Yeah, back up. Looks to be a current of some sort. We got a, as you can see, looking down at it right now, you can see that it goes right to an abrupt end and then heads back up at 150. And this is pretty thin. It's about, I don't know, 30 feet wide, 10, 20 feet wide of crude oil, of the heavy crude. Looks to be like a current or something that's running down. Keep circling.
Off here.
Liberate Kuwait! All right, say something! We did it!
I'll take you to Waimea to see why so many people are being drawn to this small town on the Big Island.
Is that the relationship between the U.S. and...
Skipper particularly remembers dashing topside one day when the general quarters alarm sounded.
I ran up to the bridge and asked my officer of the deck what was going on, and he indicated a mine, and I said, well, where is it? And started looking out on the horizon, and he said, right down here, and pointed over the side of the ship, and I looked over the side and saw this drifting mine that was within 3 feet of the hull of the ship. And had not that officer of the deck, before I got up there, made an emergency maneuver, Leftwich would be history today.
Instead, the ship is home and covered with symbols of mines destroyed and ships sunk and people rescued, and all the Tomahawk missiles fired at inland targets. Now for a little crew rest and relaxation and some time with family and friends before the Navy orders the next deployment.
War officially come to an end, the USS Leftwich came home to Pearl Harbor. Emmy Timimbong was there.
The USS Leftwich sailed into port at about 9 o'clock this morning. Its 350 crew members came home to an authentic Hawaiian-style homecoming. After a 5.5-month tour of duty in the Persian Gulf, the Pearl Harbor-based destroyer returned to a colorful and festive dockside reception.
It's a different homecoming. I've never had a homecoming like this before.
What's different about it?
All the people. I've never had the hula dance and stuff before. It's great.
Burr and Cheryl Volstead flew many miles to welcome home their son, David. You came all the way from Iowa?
Yes, we did.
To meet?
Just to meet my son, David.
Your thoughts being back?
Great to be back. Great.
There was some times where I thought I'd never even get out of there. But I had a good group of guys with us, especially Mr. Druffel and Mr. Turner, Mr. Reed, and Ralston. We all stuck together. I'm supposed to say this, too. Next time, we're going to Disneyland.
One young sailor joined the Leftwich in Bahrain. His first taste of paradise came today.
I've always wanted to come to Hawaii and do a little bit of surfing and have fun, and I finally got my wish.
The USS Leftwich sailed into the northern Arabian Gulf in December. It was the first ship to launch Tomahawk missiles against Iraqi forces. The crew kept score. 8 missiles launched, 11 mines destroyed. Commander Patrick Garrett recalled a few close calls while anchored in mine-infested waters.
I looked over the side and saw this drifting mine that was within 3 feet of the hull of the ship. And had not that officer of the deck, before I got up there, made an emergency maneuver, Leftwich would be history today.
With helicopters and Navy SEALs, the Leftwich retook an island that was Kuwaiti territory occupied by Iraqi troops, capturing 29 enemy prisoners. The USS Leftwich earned a special place in the Gulf War, but for now, it's R&R and liberty for its crew. Emmy Timimbong, Channel 2 News.
Share with you a couple of recent homecomings. The destroyer Leftwich returned to its home port in Hawaii last week after playing a big part in the war. Petty Officer Paul Sampson reports.
1 hour before arrival, the crowd is growing, and Dwayne and Cheryl Burrs are becoming increasingly excited.
We watched the war all through the months in our armchair, and we just had to get out here to welcome them home.
They flew in from Iowa. Their son David doesn't know they're here. For Edith Snuffer, it seemed this day would never come.
I've been very excited. It's been real hard to concentrate at work, and it's like, oh, it's finally here. He's home. And they're there!
And there they were, 350 crewmen manning the rails. School children watched from a nearby ship. Everyone wanted to capture the moment. When they got off the ship, there were plenty of lays for everyone. This guy couldn't get enough. Some dressed down for the occasion, others dressed up. But no one was distressed on this day.
It feels great, finally. It was, the whole way back, it seemed like this day was never going to happen.
It almost didn't. One morning in January, Leftwich came awfully close to hitting an Iraqi mine.
I looked over the side and saw this drifting mine that was within 3 feet of the hull of the ship. And had not that officer of the deck, before I got up there, made an emergency maneuver, Leftwich would be history today.
Leftwich was the northernmost ship in the Arabian Gulf, and it saw plenty of action. It fired all 8 of its Tomahawk missiles in the first hour of the war.
We had everything already pre-planned. It was just a matter then of firing the missiles, and everything went like clockwork.
The ship kept score during the war. 11 Iraqi mines, 2 boats, and an oil barge destroyed. An island and 64 prisoners of war captured. Now Edith Snuffer is captured by the sight of husband Pat. And Chief Burrs has met up with Mom and Dad.
I was pretty shocked.
A quick family portrait in time to head out of here.
For the Navy, if you join, it can mean very close quarters and long deployments. What's in it for the average sailor? Sherry Gewertz hops aboard the USS Leftwich now to see what is the draw to the sea.
Any history of Operation Desert Storm will include the USS Leftwich as one of the first ships to fire Tomahawk missiles that helped launch the Allied offensive. It's a moment the crew will never forget. Not Commander Pat Garrett, a third-generation Navy man. He was at the bridge.
As far back as I can remember, I wanted to come into the Navy, and it's always been my focus, and I just can't think of anything else I'd rather do than what I'm doing right now.
Garrett has 21 officers and 315 enlisted men under his command. For some, the Navy will mean a 2 to 4 year commitment. Others will stay the longer course and make it their career. Consider Command Master Chief Terry Ashenfelter. When he joined, it was for a 2-year stint, but the Navy got in his blood, and he's been out on the seas ever since.
I was just looking for something to do. I wanted to go see the world, and I know it's a cliche, but that's what it started out as. So 19 and a half years ago, here I am.
But some enlisted men see the Navy as a stepping stone to another career. The gunner's mate who maintains this ASROC missile launcher says his dream is to be a New Jersey state trooper, and he thinks the Navy can pave the way.
The military is kind of like what you put into it is what you get out of it. So, you know, I think I have a good outlook on it. I do my day-to-day job. I feel all right about it, and I'm feeling it treats me good. Treats me all right.
And that's why many do choose to stay, especially if they can progress quickly and move through the ratings.
If you get up there further and faster, your job becomes a little bit different. You're not the guy that keep calling up to swab the deck all the time.
Whatever their jobs, each crew member can take credit for the Leftwich's performance during Operation Desert Storm.
At this point in time, just can't think of anything else that's going to equal the tremendous personal satisfaction that I had in bringing this ship and all of her men home after that evolution.
That pride is evident on every deck, and you can bet whatever choice these sailors make, they can say they've already experienced the pinnacle of a military career. Sherry Gewertz, KGMB News.